I just got back from hunting figures. Shopping bags, pretty fine, bitches. Filters call, gotta pick up figures. Look at me, I'm a geek, tripping. Future waves, I will be copping. Come check me, you know I got it. Figure arts, Marvel Legends, dudes doing them reviews, fella. What's going on? It's your boy that was due, and you know I got it, so subscribe. What's going on? It's your boy that was doing. Today we're doing another action figure review. Today we're going to be looking at TruForce Collectibles Designer Series Mega Man X Kai New York City Comic Con exclusive. I picked this bad boy up, as you can see, at New York City Comic Con. I was able to attend Friday and Sunday on those days, and I picked this guy up on Friday. I tried to pick up another one on Sunday for a friend based out on the West Coast. I was looking. The reason behind it was I was hoping that by being able to score him one, he would be able to look out for me next year on the SDCC set, regardless of whatever one it is coming out. This figure was limited one per person, and I wasn't able to get one on Sunday. They I guess they recognized me. I don't know if they didn't want to issue me a ticket. I was kind of bummed out. I really wanted to help my boy Wong out over in Comic and Figure Addicts, but it wasn't the case. This figure's really dope, man. I really love this figure. Has some weight to it. Very glad I picked this up. I was very tempted to pick up the standard release because they gave early access to the regular release of this figure, which is the blue version. And I wasn't feeling the $90 price tag. I mean, this one was already for $90. It's worth it because it's a Comic-Con exclusive where you have the general release, which is coming out, so I could just wait and get it and pick it up. And I'm definitely a fan of this. I'm very happy that this figure has made it to the point where it can be released. A lot of fans, especially those who backed the Kickstarter for this figure, were upset that they allowed early access to us and they still haven't received their figures for supporting the Kickstarter. And I just want to say, guys, I apologize for that, but I mean, we have no power over that. That was completely up to the company, and though it is messed up, I do agree with that. Again, what can little old me do? You guys will get it, and plus, you guys get a better version. You'll get this, you'll get the regular release, and you're supposed to get a different version of the Mega Man X also. So, in a sense, you kind of beat us out. This figure is really nice. Again, he has some weight to it. The paint work on this figure is phenomenal. It's very, very similar to a DR. It's definitely taller. Definitely taller for sure. Definitely heavier, and some parts are a bit I wouldn't say fragile, but this figure's really well thought out. There's a lot of hidden things, and my boy Bowser Flatliner, he was able to show me a couple of things that I didn't realize this figure had. I'm generally, when it comes to imports, I'm fairly clumsy. I just want to show you D-Arts compared to him. When it comes to imports, guys, I'm fairly clumsy, and I easily break mine for some reason, so I tend to try to be as delicate as possible with them, as you can see. And he's kind of kneeled. His knee is bent, so he's not standing straight, but he's really tall compared to the D-Arts. So this is the figure that we're going to get in this wave in a standard release that I waited for. Still a dope figure, though. So yeah, like I was saying, I'm generally clumsy, so when it comes to my imports, I try to handle them as delicate as possible. And it wasn't the case with this one. He fell victim to my brute force. I was reading the instructions on how to install the batteries and see how the apparatus works in the blaster piece. So there's a light here, and I'll get to it. But anyway, long story short, I broke the coil that touches the wire that activates the battery to give the power to the light. I can fix it. I can definitely fix it with a soldered iron, and I have it. I just have to get a piece of spring that is very similar to what I snapped off. Don't pay no mind to the noise in the background. That's my dog. He wants to play. But this is the packaging. Move this guy over. You know I like to go over the packaging. I want to say for import, he doesn't really come with a lot of accessories, but he comes with a lot of neat stuff. And here goes the packaging. It's a straight up white box. You got him with a filter. You got the Mega Man X Kai here with a filter above on him, so he looks like he was drawn with charcoal or pencil or something like that. Really nice. I like the colors they're using, the pink or fuchsia. So you say on the lettering it says Designer Series X Kai. Then on the bottom right hand corner you got the New York Comic Con logo showing that it's an exclusive. Then on the right on the side of the box is just a sketch of Mega Man X and the TruForce design. And then in the back of the box we got a bunch of images of how to pose this guy. This figure is so sick, man. These pictures still don't even do it justice. I can't wait to get into it with you guys. And this is what's in the box. So you got the package, the base support stand, which is dope. The flight stand on this figure is freaking dope. You got the open hands, shouting face, X Buster, the cannon with the LED, energy blast, charge shot, and a normal shot. And then on the other side, you got the same thing. You can open the flap. It's magnetized. You see the window. And here goes more pictures. You want to read the designer comments? Pause it now. This is how he's supposed to look. Here's his bio if you want to read it. Pause it now, but I'm going to read it anyway. And it goes like this. Leader of the X-Hunters. Long ago, when Dr. Wily stole Mega Man's blueprint from Dr. Light, a prototype was built. However, with the development of Zero moving forward, this prototype was discarded and forgotten. During the formation of the X-Hunters, the robot was discovered and completed by a mysterious man. Unlike the original blueprint, it was given much higher specs than that of Mega Man X, using state-of-the-art technology. At this time, it is assumed there will be no armor evolution as seen in Mega Man X. So I was talking about to my boy Bowser about this, and he's more of an expert on Mega Man, in my honest opinion, than I am. So he knows more than I, and he believes that this is supposed to be somewhat of a clone of Mega Man, but from what I understand, he believes this to be base. Two reasons. The color scheme is very similar to base, meaning the black, gold, and the pink or the fuchsia or the purple, whatever you want to go with. The eye design, which I'll show you in the second face, which is something characteristic of base. And this is the screaming face. And these are the hands, the open hand, closed fist. Here goes the blaster. These two boosters they put in his back, so he's supposed to fly like. And then here goes the blast. So it's two pieces. Well, it's actually 3. So this is the regular blast that goes into the gun. So you remove this piece, and then you put, wait, yeah, you remove this piece, and that goes in there. So this is the regular shot. So you do that. So it looks like that. Then you have the Hadouken, so to speak. And then this is the burst of energy from the charge. So basically, these things are 3 separate parts. And then you remove this piece from this part, and this plugs in to this, making it the charged version of this shot. And then it fits perfect on the blaster. Really heavy. It's so heavy that it's hard to keep the figure's arm straight. So when you put it on, the arm falls down. Like it moves a bit from time to time. But I like the color. Nice dark pink. Or fuchsia, whatever you want to call it. Really feeling this figure. This figure is so dope. Trying to fix the lighting, but I really like this figure a lot. I'm glad I picked this up. There we go. So, it looks really good, man. Really, really nice looking figure. If you want to get in close, get that autofocus going. There goes the Sigma on the chest, which is why Bowser believes this is base. So everything gold is pretty much metal die cast. Everything gold and black is pretty much die cast. He has a lot of detail. He could take a beating. I've been playing with him non-stop. They messed up right here. They forgot to paint the booster right there black. See, it's still gold and this side black. That's the only problem with this figure, other than the thing I broke. But this figure takes a beating, man. For a very heavy figure, he holds his own. Had no paint chip, nothing. I was playing around with him Sunday with Bowser while we was at Dunkin' Donuts. I'm gonna keep him on the side here so you keep an eye on him. His accessories are dope. This flight stand, very dynamic. It's made to hold him up and also hold up the Power Blast. It's really nice the way they did this. It doesn't peg in. I mean, it pegs in, but you could peg it all over the place. You could peg it in the front, the side, the back, or the other side. You can put the pegs on 2 sides together. The clamp is much better than what we get from SH Figure Arts. I like this, man. It's really good looking, sturdy base. And of course, as an import, this figure is ace when it comes to articulation, man. His head looks up a very great amount. Head looks down even more. His pivots to the side. It goes side to side. He has a neck joint that goes back and forward. Doesn't pivot. He has ball hinge shoulder, upper bicep too, double jointed elbow. He doesn't have a wrist swivel. Well, he swivels at the wrist here. It's on a ball joint, so it goes 360. But he doesn't have nothing here. That's all it does. He has an armpit joint, as you can see there. It looks funny when you use it, but it's not really noticeable. So he has a wide range of motion. See, really nice, man. TruForce knocked it out the park. He has an upper diaphragm joint. It pivots, swivels. He has a waist swivel. He has ball jointed hips, upper thigh swivel. I don't know why mine extends. I don't know what's the reason behind that. I'm not gonna complain. It allows for functional posing. He has a stupid double jointed knee. Very dope. I like how this comes up so it doesn't look that like funny, because you know how some figures are double jointed when you use it, it looks out of place, but it's not here. And its ankle goes down, goes up a lot, pivots crazy, and it goes side to side. Not only that, but my man got flight capability. Thank you, Bowser, for showing me this. So you can open up the back of his legs. And there are flight boosters there. So he can fly. And then you can change the backs again like I was showing you. You just pull them out and they go right into place. Just like that, just to give you an example. Look, this figure's phenomenal. The third party market is crazy for this guy right now. He's running for like $150. No, bull. I heard 200 actually. And you got the blaster. You can see him, he getting ready to go in. And then the way the blaster is, pull it out. So you turn it. You turn it. And you put your nail into the arm groove. And you just pull it out like that. And then you got the power box. That's what holds the batteries. So it's right here where you see that, the solder bead. Yeah, so a piece of coil sticks out, and when you turn it, it touches this piece of wire here and the light turns on. So you gotta be careful with that. If you get this figure, you definitely gotta be careful with that. And that's the only thing that you gotta watch out for. Again, other than that, this figure is very, very, very sturdy. There's no way you could mess this figure up. Just leave it to me, you know. I'll always find a way. But he's a really good figure, man. I highly recommend this. It's so sad that a lot of people had to miss out because it was a con exclusive. But I'm kind of happy, you know. It shows for once that New York Comic Con has what it takes to become something similar to what SDCC has become to the state of California. I feel, even though a lot of my recent friends who are into the figures are based out west, I feel that New York is actually a collector's city. And we don't get represented as such, and it's unfair. But this year's Comic Con was phenomenal. We got some exclusives. Some companies stopped by for the first time in Comic Cons since New York City Comic Con's existence. I highly recommend this figure. Wait for the mass release if you want the blue version. But if you got the money to put up for this version, then by all means do what you gotta do. It's totally worth it. This figure is so dope. The paint apps on this figure is phenomenal. I love the color scheme, the black and gray with the gold highlights and the orange and the fuchsia. Oh my god, this figure is phenomenal. I'm just happy I got it. I can't wait to fix it. Again, it won't be a problem. So that's the review. Hit the like button if you're feeling it. Leave a comment. Subscribe if you haven't. I know this was a long review. It's just so excited about this figure. I had to give it that time. Like my Instagram and Twitter. Follow my Facebook page. Get at me in general, people. You already know what you think about this figure. It's your boy Devil's Doom, and I'm out. One.